The government has announced that it is intent on the UK becoming the world leader in electric and driverless vehicles. A key policy advisor has told MPs that significant measures will be taken to achieve an electric car revolution during this term of Parliament. But how do people feel about sharing their roads and communities with driverless vehicles? We sent our reporter Lucy Siegel to find out.
The UK government has ambitious plans for a driverless car revolution that would slash emissions and congestion. That means society would need to get used to these types of driverless ultrapods currently operating at Heathrow Terminal 5. Ultimately, the autonomous vehicle revolution will be driven by support from Westminster. So can Transport Minister Andrew Jones flesh out the details?
We think there are huge benefits to come from connected and autonomous vehicles. Benefits in terms of environment, in terms of keeping people mobile, in terms of the capacity on our road network. So we're really keen to build on our leadership. We have some leadership in the world on developing these vehicles, and we want them in our roads as soon as possible. Electric vehicles are part of the future. They are really exciting opportunities, and we are investing as a government £600 million to deliver that. In practical terms, that means investment in the on-street charging infrastructure, or helping people with the cost of installing charging points at their homes, or the plug-in car grant to help people to actually purchase the vehicles in the first place. The message that we are sending out as a country and as a government to automotive manufacturers around the world is that we want you to do your R&D here. Look at the skills we have in engineering, look at the way that we are supportive of the industry. We'll make regulatory changes to give you a very helpful environment.
We know there's a huge amount of research going into automated vehicles, but our human response will be crucial if they're going to work. Well, this summer, the Gateway project in South East London will road test whether we're ready to embrace the future of transport. Nick Reed is Academy Director at the Transport Research Laboratory.
What we're looking to do in the Gateway project is to take this type of vehicle and adapt it so that it doesn't need to run only in a guideway as it does here at Heathrow, but we'll be using it on the streets of Greenwich and looking to see, can it work as a passenger service in London?
Their use also displaces the pollution and emissions of some 70,000 bus journeys per year.
I like driving, but that doesn't mean to say I won't take on all the benefits that new technology will provide. So when it comes to environmental benefits or road safety benefits, just think that 9 out of 10 road crashes have an element of human error. If we can take that down or remove it entirely, what will that do to road safety in our country?
Trevor Dorling, Director of Digital Greenwich, thinks the Greenwich Peninsula, with its strong tradition of science and innovation, provides the ideal context.
It's an area that's undergoing considerable change. That rapid growth over the next 10 to 20 years brings new pressures and indeed opportunities, but real pressures on infrastructure and services. So we need to find new ways of dealing with those problems that cities face. And autonomous vehicles could hold the key to many issues around mobility and accessibility.
So all very well in theory, but what do people out and about in Greenwich make of the prospect of driverless cars?
I actually quite like the idea. I trust computers, so I think they're probably going to be safer, and it means I can get a bit of work done while I'm sitting on the M4 board.
Because you won't be sitting on the M4 in this marvellous utopian future. You'll be whizzing along.
Absolutely. There won't be any traffic jams because it'll all be computer controlled and the traffic will flow smoothly and it'll all be a lot stress-free and easy.
When we talk about the environment, then yeah, I will.
To save the environment?
Environment, yeah.
I love my cars. I've got 3.
We're from Wiltshire. I don't think they're quite going the Cotswolds.
And what about the next generation?
I would probably not be able to take it because I might not be able to trust it because it's not like a person that hasn't got common sense.